In a long-forgotten land, in a jungle dark and deep, there hides a ruined site, a tower temple, and a key. But what lies within, and what lays beneath, monsters, treasures, traps, and more, is what adventurers truly seek. Mega Dungeon! Mega Dungeon! Quick and bold we descend. Monsters lurk round each bend. Treasure hunts, puzzles too. Adventures wait for me and you. Mega Dungeon! Magic swords in our hands. Together we make our stand. Through the dark and the light, we'll conquer every fight. Mega Dungeon! Side by side, face the fight. Heroes shine in the night. Secrets found, legends grow in the Mega Dungeon. Let's go!
Welcome everyone, we're the Dicks in the Dark. My name is DM Steve, and it's Dungeons and Dragons night. Welcome to the Mega Dungeon, the home of the true Dungeon Masters. Smash like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss Dungeons and Dragons. Hype the stream, share the stream. You just have to push the share button. You don't even actually have to share it with anybody. Just pushing the button does something. So hit that button. Hit those buttons. Do that YouTube stuff. Thank you so much. Once again, we are the Dicks in the Dark. And we're playing some BX Dungeons and Dragons, some old school D&D. And before we get any further, my friend Garrett, he needs to roll us a vibe.
It's a rolling away.
It's a biggin.
Woo. Okay.
Average,
Whoa.
average-ish.
Middle of the road. I don't know how I feel about that odd number on the end there.
What's prime? Is 237 prime?
That's a good
might be.
question.
I feel like it's divisible by 13 for some reason.
Chat, is it prime?
79, divisible by 79.
Wow.
Well,
It would be even better if it were divisible by 69.
That's the funny sex number.
all of our streams are divisible by 69. Yeah. We're the Dicks in the
Is it
Dark.
technically an even number? Because it takes two.
It's true.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true. Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons night. Garrett, thank you so much for rolling that vibe. Tell us who you're going to be playing in the Mega Dungeon today.
Well, as long as everything goes not to plan, I am going to be playing Chuck Testa, the barbarian of the group. Fun fact about Chuck that we just learned, he really likes comics because that's the only kind of books he can read.
True. True. Thank you. Cameron, hello, sir.
Hello.
You don't
I will be
often get to
playing
play
two
Mega
characters.
Dungeon, but now
That
you've
is
got some
true.
freedom.
I do.
The
Yes.
So who you play?
Back for an exciting start. I'm playing two characters. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II, of course, the princely rogue, son of John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, of course.
True.
Um,
His name is
and,
my name too.
Buster Cherry, the dwarf who recently remembered he was a priest dwarf. So,
Yes.
He will be remembering that going forward.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
I forgot about those 25 years in the monastery.
Well, when you
Listen,
play a
get down
game
in the
like
caves, you start doing some dungeon exploring.
when you play an infrequent game and then you work a lot and then you play it even more infrequently, sometimes you forget major things about your character, especially when Roll20 doesn't actually support the little rule hack that we're using for Cameron's character. So it's you got to switch back and forth because we're using the standard sheet and everything. It's not as like our Beckme sheets in Roll20. Like you can put fucking anything in any space. You can like they're so whatever
Yeah.
versatile, I guess is the word. But the sheets for this they're pretty locked in. Anyway, enough with that sheet. Country Fried Minis, Cameron. How are you, sir?
Today is another fabulous day in the studio where I am painting and rolling dice with friends.
Wonderful, wonderful. Who are you going to be playing in the Mega Dungeon?
I think I'm this wizard guy. Chris Copperfield. He's all mustache and fingers.
Yes, that is true. And real quick, Country Fried Minis, he's got a YouTube channel, he's got a Discord, he's got all kinds of stuff. Go support and check out our friend Country Fried Minis. Just see him painting right now. He does all the painting and the stuff, and he's got a big video coming out tomorrow, a great big video. And you should check it out if you don't know the Country Fried Minis. You get knowing that stuff. Learn it. Learned it. How do you say that in Country Fried speak?
Educated?
Yeah, there you go. Get educated about that. Go over there. Dungeon Dan.
Yo.
How are you doing, man?
I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Who are
I'm ready
you?
to play Guido Father. Guido Sarducci. The other cleric.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
I
It's my phone.
don't know.
It's Wii Fit Trainer.
I was like, wait a minute.
That is Wii Fit Trainer.
Who's got like a little Japanese girl in the background?
Salute the sun.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
So no, Father Guido Sarducci, the other cleric of the party,
Yes.
who has hit himself so many times with his own stick, he's aged himself like 25 years or some bullshit like that. And he's the oldest person, and he's the oldest human in the party.
True. He was the oldest human anyway, right? And then he's aged even further from
Yes.
fumbles, basically. So last time on the Mega Dungeon, you guys completed the Minotaur dungeon. You've got a full map. You got experience. Some of y'all leveled up. And now you control 3 sections of the Mega Dungeon. And of course, you don't have a great view of the full map of the Mega Dungeon because it's kind of hidden in this weird mural behind Clifford Jr.'s desk that you're only really able to see every now and again. But you do have a basic idea that right here is where your dungeons are, this kind of pink spot. You're assuming that this spot over here, that's your rough estimation as to where the Minotaur portion of the dungeon is, because as you know, that's there's some teleporter action going on there. You've made it all the way up to the jungle from that one, but there are 2, and you can't really see them from this map, but there are 2 little sections that you have to potentially explore. Where is the clean map of the water dungeon? Right there. Is that the one? Should be able to do that. So, here is the clean water dungeon map. And there are 2 spots on the either side of this pit trap there were 2 secret doors, one on the north wall and one on the south wall. Each door led to a fairly long hallway. Each hallway ended in a stairway. Both stairways were fairly long. One is a descent, one is an ascent. But you decided that they would lead you into a completely different section of dungeon, so you figured, we'll chill
That
on
is
that.
exactly what we figured.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
me,
we'll
so
chill
don't
on
worry.
that for a
Same
minute.
donation and everything.
Exactly. So now that you've cleared these dungeons, and Buster and John have been hard at work making sure that the white dungeon and the water dungeon were like totally cleared out and kind of surveyed and everything. This is where we find ourselves. Really, at this point, if you want to progress in the mega dungeon, you'll either have to take one of these stairways. You'll have to risk some other section of the mega dungeon, which I don't recommend because most of the sections that are not cleared yet are further down. And as you know, further down means higher level. You might want to wait on those. Of course, there's also some jungle exploration, but that's less of a maze and more just wandering through the jungle, killing dinosaurs and hoping you don't get stomped by a T-Rex.
Hmm.
Also,
So let me ask you this: how long have we been since we finished? How long have we been in Keep Town?
well, that's actually a good question. How long have you been in Keep Town? Also, did you get paid for the dungeon? You didn't get paid for the last dungeon, did you? Clifford,
No.
I don't think
I don't think
Clifford
Clifford did.
Jr. No.
All we
Only
got
Cliff
was
does.
all we got was the experience, and then we sold shit.
Yeah.
I thought
So,
we sold the map.
huh?
We might.
I thought we did sell the map.
Did you
and I thought it
sell
was
the
just
map?
Added to.
Okay. I want to make sure that you did.
Can't.
I mean-
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it was like 5,000 gold or something.
Okay. All right. That sounds right
familiar.
because that's
We
what
did,
what
yes.
you were going to make for it. Okay. So
Yes, we
that
did.
happened.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure. It was in my notes, but
Okay.
I wasn't sure if we had done that or not.
Double
Okay.
dip.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "No,
Oh!
DM
No,
Steve."
no,
Sell
no,
that
no,
map.
man.
We
That's
didn't
a-
sell that map at
that's-
all.
That map
Yeah.
sounds like it's good for 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Buster
And then-
leveled up.
And then in 3 weeks, Steve, we never sold that map.
Double dip for the good time. Yeah.
You're right.
5 months later, Steve,
No.
we never sold that.
No. Don't take advantage of your elderly DM. That's not fair.
You're too smart to be gaslit.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I guess that's the first question. How
Or are
long do you
too
do
gassy
take?
to be smartlet?
I'm definitely. Well, no, I'm
Yes.
not really gassy right now. Not really gassy. Actually, feeling like I need some tea.
Well, I think maybe one question, and they're not here. One of the questions that we have is what's going on with the Minotaur lady.
I'm gonna assume that because, obviously, Nathan might still be in chat. If Nathan is in chat, he can confirm maybe what Frankie and Tony are doing. I imagine that there's some kind of a love hut in the jungle.
God. Whatever's going
Wow.
on, I'm assuming cold cuts are involved.
And
so
blood.
right,
So much
right.
blood.
But since they're not here, I'm gonna say that they've been probably MIA. Whatever's going on, You'll eventually find out.
Fair.
So,
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
on that,
In the same way that Craven and Cappy, just pissed off and like you just haven't seen them forever,
Yeah.
maybe you'll see them at some point. You think they're here in Keep Town. Cappy probably got eaten, but it's hard to say. Craven's probably just hanging out at the bar this whole time and decided that the dungeon's just too dangerous. But yeah. So how long at Keep Town? And
I mean, I would figure we'd spend at least a couple days, right? Rest and recoup, have
Yeah,
some drinks,
sure.
discuss things, mull it over.
right.
Maybe not too long. I doubt we'd spend a full week.
Right. Also, when you say going back to Keep Town, I assume just because you're not going down into active dungeon doesn't mean you're not going down into like this dungeon, because this is your dungeon, right? So when you say like, oh, we spent a week at Keep Town, well, a week in Keep Town and your 3 cleared dungeons, whatever. I would assume that.
Maybe that's a question. Now that we've got all this space, why are we paying for rooms?
Well, I don't
food
think you
and
are
the service
anymore. I think you're just
and
going
the
up
social
and
interaction.
right. Aren't you just going up and eating or whatever? I've already assumed
no.
that fucking that
We moved into one of these places?
well, it
We never
probably
specifically said we did.
yeah,
That's the thing. We never specifically said
True.
that we were moving into
True.
these places. Plus,
But
we've
we've been
got
working on the
yeah.
renovations. for
That's what I'm
weeks
saying.
now.
I've been kind of assuming that like characters like John and Buster, because they've been working, have been mostly staying down there, and then just going back up, because it's not like that big of a deal to go. It's not that
that's
far.
the thing though. Is like we've got stuff in that room. Like we've got barrels
Yeah.
of pickled shit in that room,
So-
and we've got our supply. We've got some supplies up in that room that we never specifically said we were moving down, unless John and Buster moved all that shit out of there and moved it down. And Cameron can tell us whether they did that or not.
I mean, what are you talking about? Like the busted up debris and like
No, Dan's talking
no.
about
crates?
there's a
Like, what do you have in
room.
there?
Yeah, there's basically you've been storing anything that you've been bringing back from the dungeon. I guess you've been storing up in your rented room in Keep Town.
So I'll go out on a limb here and say Chris
Hell no.
Copperfield is a bit of a performance man. He likes a crowd. I would assume Chris is maintaining a semi-permanent residence up there.
Okay.
I'll let you know right now. I'm not keeping anything in as insecure of a place as an inn room.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, see,
Buster has
I kind of wondered
has
about
long
that.
since set up with the bank of Keep Down, and that includes a nice vault service for anything he can't keep in his
Hell
limited
yeah.
sack. So
Well, I mean, like I said, at this point, you can now you've got plenty of room. You could technically designate like a fucking room somewhere down here in one of these dungeons as like a treasure room, and then like lock the door, and then John could trap it or what. You could definitely like set it up in
we
a
could do a million
secure way.
things.
Yeah. And obviously we've already discussed that your dungeons are fairly secure. You've already kind of secured them, you've laid claim to them, you obviously
let me
do
ask you a
patrols
question
from
then.
time to time in order to maintain that nothing's weird is sneaking in. That's kind of an assumed thing in our off time.
Well, then I've got a question.
Yeah.
How much is a bed? Because I guarantee you, some people don't want to sleep on the fucking floor all the time.
Yeah, so you mean how much is a bed to buy?
So if
Also
we're
just
not
make one.
if we're not staying in Keep Town, and we need to, I don't want to sleep on my bedroll all the time. He's 50 fucking years old.
Right. I mean, it probably depends on what you want. Like, it depends on how nice of a thing you want. Do you want a straw mat, or do you want like imported cotton.
Oh
'Cause
no.
those are like
It's
there's a vast divide.
Yeah.
The straw mat.
I think I can tell you that probably Sarducci is just gonna want something basic that is not the floor, but something that is kind of permanent that he can just kind of sleep on. You know what I mean?
All right, let's see what we can do here.
And I don't know, would we be putting it in the old water dungeon, or would we be putting it in the white dungeon?
You'd have to figure that out. You definitely
I
have to
think that
figure
we've
that out.
classified the white dungeon as like our dungeon, and
Yeah, that
that's
makes
like the
sense.
primary one. This I kind of consider the water dungeon like a basement. I don't know if we even like it's technically ours or it's just like linked directly to ours, but it's unclaimed as far as the guild is aware.
Steve is looking up beds because he has a book, and the books have everything in it. You can figure it out.
Unironically,
Everything?
unironically,
about.
before we start the next dungeon, John is going to send his letter to his home, to his royal father, and ask for some amenities, as someone is dashing and princely such as him should not be subjected to living in a slightly better than cave.
That letter's gonna cost 100 gold to send out.
You think I don't have 100 gold?
That ain't bad.
It's not. No. I mean, I'm not saying, but you got to understand. Like, I think the guys over in Country Fried Minis Discord were talking about like a Pony Express type of a game. You got to understand, like, delivery routes to the mega dungeon are.
Oh, I know. It's hazardous and costly.
Yeah, like
and
very
it's gonna
costly.
Take a long time for the
So
letter
it'll
to
take a
even
long
get to
time, but
my dad.
But yeah, if you want to send for basically what I would say as far as that is deduct the 100 gold. Unless you want to barter for it, but that's up to you.
I need to make sure this is a secure letter, so
right,
I'm not gonna try to
yeah,
jank the guy.
Sure. So 100, deduct 100 gold, and then basically put your requests to your father, and just keep track of like when it went out. And then we'll kind of just keep track, just make some notes, so that we know, and then Is that like a stripper thing? Says Country Fried. Oh, let's see some pole action. Says BX Disciple. Pole action.
I've
Oh,
got
like
a,
10-foot pole action probably is what.
10-foot poles are 20-foot.
Or the
Oh, wait,
11-foot
wrong.
pole that you got in the last dungeon.
It is.
Strangely, I think a stripper pole might actually be about 10 feet.
Sounds about right.
So here's the thing, Dan. Okay, does Sarducci want any kind of a frame? Because wood is expensive.
I think that for right now, he just wants the mattress.
Okay.
He will scrounge and build his own frame as he scrounges around. If he finds like spare, like broken crates, or there's broken shit all over the place, right? He'll find shit. And he'll eventually build himself a little frame, but for right now, he just wants something where he's not on the floor.
Okay. So there's kind of in the mega dungeon, there's kind of you can either get like, it's really basically just like a straw thing. That's like the I mean, it's probably not straw, but whatever jungle material, it's straw-ish. It's pretty
right. Palm fronds or some shit like
that. Right. Then there's kind of like more of a reed mat. That's kind of like, it's more like a something like, it's like an oriental type of a piece
that
of.
sounds pleasant.
furniture.
Actually.
So
I bet
it's got
nice to lay on.
right. It's not. It's like kind of firm, but it's not, you know. And then you have something a little bit nicer, more closer to again, not like fine cotton or anything, but closer to a mattress, maybe like a hemp.
What would the reed map be?
Uh,
the
so
reed mat. Reed map.
the
reed
reed
map.
mat.
What is? What?
Yeah, the reed mat. That's gonna be 75 gold.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, he'll pay 75 gold for that.
All right. Well, then you got your reed mat. Anybody else that wants a reed mat, you can pay 75 gold.
You
for
know
a
what?
reed mat.
I'll do that. I do have a request, Dungeon Master.
Sure.
Well,
The
I guess it's a
retractable one,
two-part.
yes. BX disciple, yes. Sorry.
It's a question and a request. How big is this baby bird at this point?
Let's see. I don't know. Do we have the ecology of a rock? Let's see. Ecology of a rock. Let's see if there's. Do we
You know, if we
have-
cook that baby bird, could we say that we could smell what the rock was cooking?
No, because you'd be cooking the rock.
Huh.
Let's see. How long
We could smell how the rock is cooking.
Yeah.
to maturity. We'll see.
Are you really
The
asking
rock?
AI?
No, I'm just.
AI Dungeon Master is valid.
I can see this.
I'm a
I
fan.
can see this now because AI is going to come back and say, 15 million.
No.
Years.
In Dungeons and Dragons, a rock is a gargantuan bird of prey that typically takes 1 to 5 years to reach full maturity. So I'm gonna.
Grows like
Okay.
a cat.
That sounds good to me.
Just bring it out whenever you want.
Hatchlings
I mean,
dependent on
it's
its
no rush.
parents for
That's really heavy.
5 to 9 months, initially covered in down feathers.
I'm thinking-
Okay, 5 to
Okay.
9. That's
It's still a baby.
it's still a baby. I'm gonna
Okay.
go with that. It's still a
Baby
baby.
chicken.
Little
Yeah,
little
yeah.
little
So you're
downy
good.
bird.
Yeah, you just.
Can I make another attempt to make some progress on taming this animal?
Sure. I'm gonna say that did you raise a level?
I did raise a level.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that you get you can have a plus to your charisma, +1 to your charisma check, because you raised a level and you've been
Alright.
working with this bird for a little bit.
Charisma check. Bonus of 1.
Hells yeah.
Ooh, 3D dice. I do love the 3D dice.
Oh
Wow, there you go.
For the first time in quite a while, the rock is not nipping at your fingers. It's not biting you or doing anything. It seems to be warming up quite a bit. So it's good.
Hell yeah.
It's good. All right. So you guys have your bedding. You've got all that stuff figured out. Anything else that you needed to figure out before the decision on where you're delving next?
Not really.
Nothing here.
So then the question is up or down?
So I propose a little bit of metagaming here, in that we have a general idea that things are more dangerous as we go down. Maybe we should take advantage of that and clear out the upper path, and maybe also potentially find a secondary route out of the dungeon.
I was thinking up anyway, so I'm down with
Yeah,
that.
I was kind of thinking up, just because
Yeah.
we know that
Mhm.
the maze dungeon is up, so we might just like clear the area in between the two dungeons.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. That is good then. Let me double check something real quick. with Roll20
Everybody make sure.
because I
yeah,
do
everybody
not
make sure you're-
want to accidentally. It
Show
would
us
be
Show the whole map.
horrible to accidentally show the maps. Let me just double check my layers real
Everyone close your
quick.
eyes just in case.
No,
Just
I'm
in
not gonna. I'm not
case.
gonna do
Actually-
it until. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. There
Also,
it is. All right.
everybody make sure you're at full hit points and you've got everything you need because
Okay.
we've
There
been
we
been in town for a while now, so we're all good to go.
Okay.
I don't know. DM didn't say it. I don't know how true that is.
Well, again, that was the question. How did you figure out how long you were staying in it? Well, quote unquote in town. Like I said, most of you are probably now that you've got your mats. Everybody else has
space.
bedrolls and stuff. You're probably hanging out in. To be honest, you're probably hanging out here, as you guys said, in the White Dungeon.
Yeah, the first dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so small now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is
I
funny.
think this thing was huge when we first did it, but now it's like
Yeah. I had to ease you into the mega dungeon. You gotta ease into it a little bit. Yeah.
Actually, seeing this again reminded me of something you have to give me, Steve, and that's a description of one of the rooms.
Okay, yeah. At some
right
point,
now in order.
I'll go back.
Come on, right now, go.
Remind me, like, send me like a DM or something. Remind me that I owe you
I
that.
also
And
wrote
because
a
I'll do both.
synopsis.
I'll give you some descriptions of both the White Dungeon and the revised descriptions of the water dungeon, because
Water.
obviously all the water is gone. It's like, as I said, it's dried out, and so now
Okay.
it's just a crusty dungeon.
I also
Rusty
wrote
dungeon.
a synopsis of John's letter in his other notes at the bottom of his character sheet. Whenever
Okay,
you get
cool.
the time.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Well,
In that letter, he's trashing all of his compadres.
God,
just
all
like-
these idiots. That sounds more like a Ren letter to me, but
all right. Okay. Well then.
all right. So for the next stop, we're going up or down those stairs. What do you think?
We set up,
I
right?
think that we need to go up.
Up is the way.
I like up. We're going up.
All right. Let me.
Besides, if we're standing at a certain point in the dungeon, isn't upper left?
Was it?
What do
Huh?
you mean?
Not in that dungeon, though. That's not the right.
Yeah, that's the wrong dungeon.
I am.
That's the wrong dungeon.
I'm copying your characters so that I can just paste them over into the other dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where are you? All right. Here we go.
So. This dungeon's very black.
Very dark. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, you
Dark
didn't light any
dungeon.
torches yet. So, let's
Oh,
see.
it's only 200 feet.
So, what is your order?
Chuck, pull out your shield.
Because obviously you're
You know the
walking.
drill.
You're walking up, right? You said you guys are going up, right? So you're going upstairs. So what order are you headed up this long set of stairs?
I would say pretty much the same order we generally
Usual.
keep anyway.
Normal. So
Yeah.
Chuck,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be up front.
who's in
Be
the
up
who is in the rear, the behind?
I'll go ahead and put John at the rear,
Excellent.
unless otherwise stated.
I could I'd be happy to be in the back with a lit torch, so it could get light on both ends.
What about Sarducci? Middle?
Sarducci's usually like
Is this
middle
the
to front. Yes. Mhm.
Is this kind of an accurate order, or are Chuck and John reversed? Or is that good?
That looks right.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So can we assume that this very first hallway is a 5-foot hallway?
More like-
Actually, and kind of move you down. Yeah. I kind of moved you down
Wait
here
a
off
second.
of the thing because you go down the long stairs, or up the long stairs, sorry. You ascend the long stairs. Chuck holding his shield, shining the shield light brightly up the stairs. You ascend what you assume to be 40 or 50 feet. So quite a decent ascent on this stairway. The stairs are the walkway is narrow. Shit. And the stairs themselves are also incredibly narrow. So you've got to be careful going up.
Going up the steps.
Okay. So Sarducci is kind of checking along the walls as you go up the steps. Chris Copperfield has a torch lit, so you've got a backlight. Finally, when you've ascended all the way up, Chuck, at the top of the stairs, sees a large opening, an archway, and inside there looks to be a hallway.
Just a hallway, straight ahead, no, nothing else. Just archway into hall.
An archway into a hallway. It looks like there might be space on either side of the archway inside, but you're gonna have to step in to see. And it looks like the hallway opens up into a larger room.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I will head up to the archway and
So, as you approach the archway, what you kind of notice is that the hallway, you can't really see what the situation is without going through the arch. But the hallway looks wider after the arch, and it looks like it narrows down.
so for this map, are we at? Is this where the archway starts? Right here at the edge of the map?
Archway is here.
Is right there. Okay.
Right there.
Do I have dark reader on, or is it actually just dark?
I think it's just black. It's a black
It's actually
background.
just dark. Okay.
It is just a black background. Do you want me to change it? I can.
No, it's cool.
I was going to use a
saying-
white outline on the wall, and light gray for the floor.
Yeah.
Assuming you're looking at the same thing.
I am looking at the same thing.
So yeah, so kind of to give you a little bit better description in case you don't understand. So the arch is kind of here.
Yeah, it looks like that.
yeah, exactly. It kind of looks like it kind of does that sort of thing. And it maybe looks like the taper ends about 15 feet after the arch.
Oh, so it's only like to there. Okay. Oh,
The
well
taper,
then,
but the hallway continues.
yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
Right. So the taper of the hallway ends about 15 feet ahead, but then the hallway continues thin for maybe about another 15 feet before opening into a room.
Are these,
I-
I'm assuming it's 5x5 tiles, not 10x10.
Yes, yeah. This should be accurate. Yeah. So the measurement tool is accurate.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 15 feet, 30
Heck yeah.
feet. Yep.
I will go ahead and step through this archway and peer. I mean, I'll check the corners real quick, like look left and right. But I'll go ahead and
What are you holding besides your shield, obviously, on your arm?
My penis.
probably
And besides
just the
that,
shield, honestly.
Dream hands above the table.
I probably don't have my sword out. I probably just have the shield.
you just have your shield out. Uh-oh.
Yeah, unarmed in my right arm for now.
What is going on?
Let's roll 20 Phelan for you.
No, I think. Hang on for a sec. Maybe roll 20 is being a jerk. What the
Yay!
hell? Hang
That's
on.
Here, just
normal,
delete the
though.
outline and I'll put it back in place with my box.
All right. I got it.
But-
I got it. It was just. Yeah. What is that little box down here? For a second, I thought that was
Like-
Chuck.
It's like the entry box.
Yeah,
Let me
that's kind
do-
of like the stairway, basically. So, like, if you imagine, you might want to like draw little lines on there or something.
So like
Uh,
I'm trying to see like it goes like this, the taper. So like we enter in a wide hallway.
No.
And
That's what I'm saying. It's not wide at all. That's what I'm saying. Chuck is literally having to go. That's why it's important, because Chuck can kind of see, because he's really the only one that can see this. He can kind of see that that on either side of the hallway there's space and it tapers. But obviously, until he steps into the hallway, he's not gonna know what the situation is. But right here is basically like these, like, you don't really know if there's walls here or not. All you know is that right here there is an archway, and like I said, Chuck, shoot, this needs to be right down there. Let me change it. There.
Chuck, what are you standing around for?
so
Stop
basically-
going in.
Chuck has to go through to see what's going on in here. But I was asking what he's carrying, because I want to know if he has anything in his hand. Like, does he have his sword? Is he carrying the pole, or does he just have the shield with a free hand?
Yep, that's all we're going in with.
Okay. And are you stepping through the archway?
Yep.
Okay. So Chuck steps through the archway.
Immediately burned alive.
Immediately there is a click, and you hear,
Oh my god.
and Dan is actually
Already?
not far from the truth. Jets of flame shoot out, burning Chuck Testa. You need to make
Classic.
let's see.
Brutal, man. We're not
Chucky.
even on the map
Yeah,
yet.
you're not even on the map. That's why I'm saying it. This shit's important. You know what? Let me go ahead. We'll say dragon breath, since it's like a breath type of it's like a shooting out type of a trap. Go ahead and make a saving throw versus breath weapon. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Just stands there, just roasts.
So,
Yeah, I
Chuck
was tired of
walks
living
in.
anyway.
Oh,
Who
fucking
needs it?
shit.
Go ahead and say 70 damage. That's the number I want.
Not quite. Chuck receives 18 damage.
Okay, only
Oh
20.
my
He
God.
just got fucking just
Roasted.
smoked, just fucking roasted. And
God.
yeah,
I'm flopping on the floor and I'm rolling. I'm rolling towards the hallway.
all right. So Chuck rolls forward. Basically what what you had kind of Cameron before is pretty accurate. So like the
It was
wall
accurate.
goes out to about here, 5 foot past. There's nothing beyond behind here.
So
So like
basically, it's like
there's
it
like
goes
wall
from
here.
the 5x5 stairwell into the jutting out to the sides, but only for 15 feet, while it meets back up with the small hallway ahead.
Right. So like there's yeah,
Interesting.
just like that, and then there's
Okay.
wall here, and it's actually the jets came from the wall here and here, and like
bitch.
shot into this space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just Chuck rolls. He doesn't stay alight. Fortunately, most of he's mostly covered in armor, so he mostly just got baked in his fucking armor. Like roasted in his armor. He fucking burns and shit inside there and stuff. So he's like,
what the fuck?
oh Jesus Christ. So let me map train map. Hey, why did Chuck not appear? Why is Chuck behind the?
The layers are wrong, sir.
Yeah, it's the same thing where you gotta drop it back the layer.
I thought I did, but for some reason it didn't. Okay. Anyway. All right. Here we go. So yeah, here's so that that is exactly what
there you go.
happened. Yes.
Exactly.
That is exactly what happened. So obviously Buster just sees Chuck just get roasted, and he's just lying on the ground, writhing in pain at the moment, I'm assuming.
Oh my god, my whole screen. What kind of scaling on that thing do you have? My god.
So what is Buster doing? Because he's kind of the next
my
one to step
God.
up.
So did it look like he activated a pressure plate, or how did this go off? How did it detect him?
Everybody heard a click. So the assumption is, yeah,
Either a pressure plate
probably
or a tripwire.
yeah, something like that.
Well, then Buster is going to do some dwarvy things. I hate that I have to rescale my character sheet every time I open it up.
Pop it out.
Yeah, it just feels wrong. I don't know. Dwarf. There we go. Stone trap. Also, fine traps, I guess, would probably be a more apt one, wouldn't it? I don't know where the hell these things are. Everyone be careful.
So let me ask you this. Would a potion of fire protection help Chuck now?
It definitely
Hindsight is 2020.
it would have helped him a great deal.
About 1 minute ago.
About 10 seconds
Yeah.
ago. But
Okay.
now, nah,
Nope.
not so much. Now a potion of healing would do a lot more for Chuck. So you're using Moldve, says Gonzalo. I apologize. I cannot read your name. Partially because I have bad vision, but partially because it's a lot. But it says.
Oh,
So are you using
Gonzalo,
Molve? Yes,
Gonzalo
we are.
Lira Bartab. Gonzalo Lira's Bartab. Are you Italian?
There you go. Yes, we are. We are using Molve Cook with a little handful of smattering of like some house rules and some OSR stuff. But for the most part, no, not Italian. Welcome.
Welcome anyway. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, roasted. So what's Buster gonna do? He didn't find anything necessarily, but he hasn't stepped forward yet.
I'm definitely not stepping in there if I failed to find the obvious trap. This one might be a little outside of my. Hey, John, try to squeeze up past everyone here and look for it. You're much better at this.
All right. So.
Okay.
John.
Find and remove traps. The 60-some%. Can I get it? No, I can. 99%. Ooh, shit. Crazy.
Actually, it's here we go. No, I've got it. I actually have it. Sarducci steps forward, pulls his mask down.
Trapped
Good
objects
spell.
and areas in a range of glare glow with a blue light. Both magical and mechanical traps are
Wow,
detected.
that's a spell, huh?
Yes, yes. Woo, 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 woo. You get a big blue light right on the floor right here, and then big blue lights on the walls behind here. So it
Okay.
clearly points out that there
Right.
is a pretty much this entire almost this entire section of floor there, practically that entire 5-foot section of floor is a trap. Now that John can see it illuminated with a ton of light,
Yeah.
he is able to disable it.
It was much larger than I was imagining.
Yeah, it was a lot bigger
That's what
you said.
than yes,
So
exactly.
This was a Kmart trap. This was a Kmart trap. It was a big blue light special.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Big blue light special.
However,
Okay.
that was the only one I had for this time until I sleep.
No, this is not a module. This is all DM content. In fact, the name of the game is Mega Dungeon because they are in a mega dungeon. This is the fourth dungeon within the mega dungeon that we actually just started this dungeon. So you got in at just the right time because they've been clearing dungeons and it'd be dangerous down here. We're also at about what level 7, 8-ish, 9, 7, 8, 9. I think that's where we are, right?
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
PCs, you guys, your
Also-
characters
Yeah.
in that
Thank you.
range. So we're like getting
Thank
high-ish
you for
level.
Whoever, yeah. Thank you for whoever just subscribed too tonight because
So
that's
expert
awesome.
level, yes, correct, definitely expert level. Chuck, you're burned. How badly, by the way?
Uh,
I have 2 hit points left.
no, we're chilling. I mean, it hurt.
Okay,
Okay.
I just saw Chuck's max hit points.
Yeah.
That is A, holy shit, nice, and B, holy shit, nice. 69
Yeah.
max hit points for Chuck
How many?
Testa. 69.
69?
69
how many
max
did
hit
he-
points.
How many did he lose?
He really only lost
18.
9. What, like, didn't I say 18?
18, yeah.
So he didn't get roasted as bad as
So-
somebody else would have gotten roasted. Somebody else really would have gotten roasted pretty bad. Because, fighter. He's a
So
big meat
actually,
shield.
Sarducci
So
walks up and says, "Do you need a help? Do you need a healing?" Because if the trap is disarmed, then Sarducci can go in there, right?
right.
That kind of sucked, but I think we're good.
Okay.
Good.
You just letting me know.
Does everybody else kind of make their way up into the hallway out of the stairway?
Yeah.
Now that the trap was disabled, yeah.
We need to marker this because whatever is causing the fire, if it's not a magical and it's a liquid, might actually be useful later on, somewhere else.
That is true.
I also like how the way it's drawn, it looks like a rocket ship, and Chuck just got burned by like the fuselage.
Yeah, true. So, from this point, obviously you can see that the hallway continues on about 15 more feet beyond where Chuck rolled to a stop. The hallway ends not in a door, but it opens wide into a chamber. You don't really have a super view of it right now, but it looks like it might not be necessarily a square chamber. It looks like it might be somewhat octagonal, and there's a heavy heat coming from the chamber as well.
Oh, wait a minute. We go up from the water dungeon. Are we in a fire dungeon?
I was thinking the same thing, Father.
That would make sense.
So what that means, if we go down from the water dungeon,
Ice dungeon.
Air dungeon.
and it's a dirt dungeon.
It's a dungeon.
These are all dirt dungeons, though.
True. Definitely all dirt dungeons. So, now that Chuck's recovered, and are you going to proceed forward?
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have suggested that you get the pole out. It's very important that you get to the pole out.
Yeah,
A
I'm
little
getting
bit
out
of
the
pole
pole.
action.
10-foot pole, poking the hallway, and progressing forward. Yes.
Okay. So you kind of poke forward, not encountering anything else in the hallway. As you move up, is anyone doing any searching or anything like that?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, we'll do
Secret door.
that. And not find shit. I ain't found shit.
You found shit.
Yeah.
I ain't found
No further
shit.
traps in this hallway, though you're fairly confident the 10-foot pole of Chuck would have located them. Buster doesn't notice any traps, but he notes that similar to the Minotaur dungeon, the walls in this dungeon are dark. They're not jet black, but they're very, very dark, and they're made of
I was gonna say, are they sooty?
they're kind of sooty, and he gets the sense of volcanic.
Ah.
What did they call that? Igneous rock or something. I can't remember. I have to try.
Ignorant rock.
Try and that's me.
Fraggle rock.
Fraggle rock. One of those. Yeah.
Actually, Gonzalo says, you might find this hard to believe, but I am setting up this exact same type of game on Roll20 Moldvay BX Homebrew.
Nice. Cool. Well then,
Nice.
yeah.
Rock
then,
on.
Hopefully we can give you, you'll maybe we'll get some tips from you. You can get some tips from us.
You'll
It's
always
pretty
get
sweet.
tips from the dicks.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah. That's just it's unavoidable.
It just kind of happens.
Correct. So as Chuck approaches this chamber, he can see that it's a somewhat hexagonally shaped room. At its widest point, it's 25 feet across. Of course, at this end of the room, it's only 5 feet here. And it actually gets to its widest probably about here. So if you move those a little bit up. Yeah.
And one.
The
You say it's hexagonal-ish? Okay.
It's hexagonal-ish. The full length of the room is 30 feet.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that word right here the last 2 seconds.
It's fine. But the end of the room is wider. So the back wall is 15 feet wide. And the side walls that are, you see there is a, in the middle of the room on each side, there's an archway. And there's a door in the center of this back wall. And it looks like it has 3 objects, possibly embedded in the door.
I'm really liking this drawing right now.
It fucking looks like Sloth from like the Goonies is what it is.
It's not far from accurate though. I did not do that on purpose. But that is fucking hilarious.
Love it.
Yes.
That's great.
Oh, okay, that's so funny. So yeah, that's roughly about right. I mean, the archways are, a little bit off, but basically.
Hey, you guys!
You are never, ever gonna see an interaction like this on Wizards of the Coast official actual play Dungeons and Dragons. You will only ever see shit like this on Dicks in the Dark. Thank you very much. Watch Dicks in the Dark.
My stomach hurts from that. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, you see the room. It's kind of hexagonal. He said there's a door at the other end with look like 3 implements. The room is hot, and you can see what appears to be some sort of a large symbol right in the center of the room.
Does it have any arcane significance? I guess I may have to squeeze up.
Yeah, you might have to squeeze up to take a look. Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
All right.
Check that intelligence.
So I'm gonna assume I have pushed past y'all.
Yeah,
just in case some shit goes south, I'll be there to take the brunt of it.
It's not that much to be.
Suddenly, there's a magma elemental.
You push forward, kind of peeking beyond Chuck. He's shining his shield down on the floor, and you can see within a circle. You don't think it has magical significance. You think it's a pictogram. Is that a scorpion? Could be a scorpion. It looks like a scorpion.
I say exactly
Here
that.
I am. Rock you like a. Okay, I don't want to get struck.
No. No, the scorpions are the winds of change anyway.
Oh, that's also rock you like a hurricane. Scorpions is rock you like a hurricane.
Is it?
Of course it is.
Huh. Okay.
They're winds. They are winds of change, but they're
Right.
also. But before Winds of Change came out, it was the first one was rock you. Come on, I am the '80s guy. It's rock you. It was definitely rock you like a hurricane.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, it looks like the pictograph of a scorpion on the floor there. Pretty large and right in the center of the room, basically right where that little star thing is. The nose. You can also feel the heat coming from this room.
Scorpion.
Heat. Hot
Heat.
scorpions.
Hot scorpions. And of course, you can see that there are two archways, one here and one here. And looks like there's a door back on this wall back here with 3 something or others on it. I'm assuming John and Buster going into the room and checking for some traps.
Yes, sir. Get these out of the way first. And Buster's also going to do kind of a religion check. I'm assuming that's like intelligence or wisdom.
Well, as Buster and John start to walk into the room, and I'm assuming they kind of push past everybody. Does everybody else go into the room? Because I mean, if they're going into the room,
Yeah.
like
If it
I'm
seems clear, I
assuming
will step into.
you step into the room. What about Sarducci? I'm assuming Chris Copperfield's probably already just in the room.
Yeah.
Is
I'm gonna be standing next to Chris. Yeah,
Okay,
it's just standing
okay.
next to Chris there.
So, as they start to enter the room and search around, as soon as you get to about the middle section of the room, you hear something from this right corridor.
Bet it's a scorpion.
Ha.
Ah, shit.
And
Oh shit! What I gotta?
Is
click
it a?
the-
actually, I need you guys. Actually, I need. Let's see, Cameron. Since you went into the room first, just go ahead and roll me a d6.
Actually, is this a Scorpitar?
We surprised
one.
it.
You are not surprised. Well, that doesn't mean that you surprised it. It means you did not. You are not surprised. Is it surprised or not? Well, you'll find out. But you are not surprised, which is good.
This is a Scorpitar. We had the Megatar, the Minotaur, Tittytar, Scorpitar.
True.
As you get up in there, you look over. Buster looks over, and he can see. Do I have 2?
Well,
Why did? Oh, did you not click on your character, Country Fried Minis?
Country Fried Minis.
wait, did I?
Oh.
Hold on. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You gotta know
He
the
didn't
deal.
appear on the turn tracker.
It might be because I haven't actually clicked the initiative button yet. I got a little distracted
that
by
might.
chat.
I see. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh, see,
Look at
that
that.
was a very important. We
Yeah.
need.
Very good initiative.
Oh yeah, you
My
definitely
bad,
have some
guys.
D&D talk with Gonzalo. Is that Gonzalo? Gonzalo?
Gonzalo.
Is that right? Gonzalo? Is that correct?
So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Gonzalo Lyra's Bartab.
Ah, yes. Yes. Great. Perfect. Yeah. Definitely having some good D&D talk in the chat. That's always nice. And you can always see that the chat is up in the window there. But Country Fried Minis, you are up. You definitely hear something coming from down this hallway here. It sounds like a
Hallway.
scraping noise, like a.
I got an idea of what that might be.
It doesn't sound good.
All right. Well,
Scraping and skittering.
I guess I'll just start out with casting mirror image.
That is probably not a terrible thing for you to do at all.
Does it do the roll, or do I got to do the
No.
dice anyways, right? It just
Oh
puts
yeah,
it in
yeah.
the...
No, you got to do the yeah. It that our like I said, the Beckme character sheet on Roll20 has all the rolls, and you can do
Okay.
all kinds of stuff. But this one, you got to do the roll yourself.
All right, so I will get a fat
Nice.
4 mirror
Nice.
images here.
Hells yeah,
nice.
that's great. All right,
now we
well
are
then,
5.
yeah, you bloop 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 bloop. Multiple Chris Copperfields.
I may steal that sound effect.
I mean, you know, it's good. All right,
For Christmas.
bust a cherry.
Buster. Busting it.
It makes you feel good.
Makes me feel good.
All right. Well,
It
Buster's
actually
just,
does.
is he just running over there with that? So he just runs over. He runs over with his battle axe. As he
Yeah.
runs over, he can see some light coming from the archway. And as he enters through the archway to swing with his axe, he's met by 3 large beetles with
Ew.
glowing pieces. His axe, it does smash in to the first beetle, and well, it does 5 damage.
Beetles? Wait a minute.
Yes,
Does
very.
that mean that if we
John?
if we kill these things with nukes, we'll get citizenship?
Yes, I'm doing my part.
What the fuck?
You're doing your part? Okay, that's good.
I'm doing my part.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah. I don't get the joke, but I guess somebody probably
Star-
does.
Starship Troopers.
Starship
Oh, Starship Troopers. Dude, you know how long it's been since I've seen Starship Troopers? That should be a Sunday movie for you guys.
Starship
I feel like
Troopers
you mentioned it.
It's an awesome movie.
Starship Troopers. Added to the list.
You've
By the
never
way,
seen
after
Starship
this-
Troopers?
I have not, but after this, funny enough, I'm watching K-pop Demon Hunters.
Ah.
That was on the list, and that, as in, like, right after this session.
Okay.
So,
I've heard good things about it. I just haven't
Oh, God.
watched any modern anime in a long time.
Dude,
yeah.
there is so much K-pop Demon Hunter crap at Kohl's.
Oh, dude, it's everywhere.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, I know
my
that.
God,
Like when you
dude.
go
Oh
out,
my
you see
God.
it all the fuck over the place, like everywhere. I was in Target
not
the other
just in
day buying
toys.
like cat treats and
it's-
stuff, and like it was, yeah, they're
it's-
like,
Like, it's on clothes, it's on toys, it's
mm-hmm,
everywhere.
yeah,
Everywhere.
definitely. All right, John, who's just behind
The Beetle?
Buster, sees
John.
sees the glowy beetles, and he sees Buster's axe bust one up.
Gonna try to do some busting too.
Bustin'.
Makes me feel good.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's a really great mix. I love that one. All right, that is also a hit, and that one is actually that one is dead before it has a chance to really do anything.
Nice.
Busted. That doesn't mean that his 2 friends aren't beetling it up and coming up towards you anyway. They rush up and One of them tries to bite Buster Cherry. Totally misses. The second one tries to bite John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith II, the thief. Oh, shit, and hits him. I need that and that. Oh, damn, for 9 damage.
Oh, ouch.
Ouchie. And, it looks like, Chuck and... Oops, I just took Chuck off. But Chuck and Sarducci are up. There was a duplicate Chuck, and I took the wrong one off. There's a duplicate Sarducci, too. And a duplicate Buster. Yeah, see, I took the wrong Buster off. It's fine. Anyway, Sarducci and Chuck. Yeah, I'm just taking everybody
Go ahead,
off.
Chuck. I'll go
Fuck
right
you
after.
guys. You're just gonna have to repopulate it. Yeah, Chuck, what you doing?
All right. I want to run and jump on these beetles. Like they're the size that I could jump and land on them, right?
They're pretty big. They're almost 3 foot long. So if they're three foot long, they're probably like what, like about 1.5 foot high. Yeah, you could jump on one of them. Are you gonna jump and sword?
Yeah, I'll jump.
Like,
I would jump and sword.
Is that what you're gonna do? Like a
fly into the mast,
stomp?
jump and stomp.
Let me go ahead and have you
one?
roll a dexterity check for the kind of the jumping and landing. So dexterity check first and then the attack roll. Just to make sure you don't... Okay.
I was gonna say, which one are you going for, John Paul or Ringo?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely John.
Why was George omitted from this?
George is the cool one.
I don't know. Actually, Ringo's kind of the
Ringo's
cool
the
one,
cool
actually.
one. Yeah.
AC 4, that is just a hit. You smash down on it. I'm gonna say that because you kind of landed, your hit gives you a little bit extra damage. So you smash on, but this second one, it's not totally dead. It's just injured, as it is all there. Now, Sarducci.
Runs up and smacks one of them with a mace.
That is...
Fucker.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
It's not.
He does not. And it is initiative again.
Heck yeah. I'll click it this time.
Yes, do that. There we are. Now I got a clean turn tracker. What I need to do is I need to put up the turn tracker early and then delete all the stuff off of it. So it's alright, you know. It's all good. Anyway, Chuck, who is already there. What's he gonna do?
Just pulling out my sword and well no, if I did a plunge.
Yeah, you're kind of like
Yeah.
on top of one at the moment, really, like kind of over it, I would say.
If I did a plunge into it, I'm gonna try to like jump off it and like fling it like into the wall. You get what I'm going for? Like
Yeah,
you stuck
yeah,
your
yeah,
fork in
yeah,
some rice and
yeah.
you're jumping off and flinging the fork and rice
Okay,
into the wall.
okay. I'm gonna say,
That is what the fuck kind of rice are you eating, dude?
yeah, I'm not really
What
sure
the
what's going on with the rice thing either, but yeah, just make an attack roll. Sounds good to me. I think that's good. That makes sense. Ooh, Ooh, that is a hit. And that beetle be smush gadoosh dadoosh. Buster, there's a single beetle left.
Buster.
Actually, in real life, is there really only a single beetle left? Is it just George right now? Or is
No.
it Ringo?
No,
Or
George just
or
died
those
a long time ago, dude. It's Ringo and Paul are alive.
Okay. I couldn't remember if Ringo was.
Yeah. Good hit, not quite enough to destroy it, but this final beetle looking, yeah, not so great. Chris Copperfield. I think you're muted.
Am I?
Not anymore. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you were just making mouth.
Did I mumble too
You
much?
might have just
yeah.
mumbled and nothing came out, and I was just like,
Sorry, I'm a brush licker. I can't help
it's okay. No worries.
What is it? Just that one beetle left?
Just the one, and it's really hurt.
I think I'm not gonna waste any spells on it.
You could always just
I
pass. I mean, there are other people eager to hit. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think
could
that's
step
wise.
back.
Actually, I'll take my turn drawing my femur club out. Just in case we
Just
encounter
in
more beetles.
case. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense. John.
John. So that didn't kill it?
He didn't do anything.
I mean,
Step back.
from Buster's.
No,
Okay.
not quite. It's in rough shape, but it is not dead.
Okay. What about now?
Now it's dead. Now, yes.
All right,
Now, it seems to have died. You see, the hallway beyond these three beetles goes straight before making a turn, but not making a direct 90-degree turn, making more of like a kind of a 30-degree, kind of a cocked off angle turn. In the sense where the left straight wall is about 15 feet, the right straight wall is about 10 feet, and then it angles to the south, the southeast. You see the left one. The left ball is a little lower, Nathan. Actually.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're thinking. That's what you're actually thinking. So you can obviously see that it kind of turns down.
For what?
For what?
For what? Obviously, because you're now kind of in the room, you can see that the other direction, it looks like there is a hallway that just goes straight and maybe opens into a chamber over there.
For now, is it narrow?
Not any more narrow than the rest of the hallways, about 5 or 6 foot.
Yeah.
Now that the beetles are taken care of, Sarducci's gonna go and take a closer look at this scorpion design on the floor and see if he can discern if it's anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Yes.
It's a scorpion.
Barely, but yes.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it doesn't have any religious significance that you're aware of. Um, it just seems to be kind of a
Does it,
pictographic scorpion.
does it seem to be pointing in any direction?
Its face or its head and pinchers are towards the north or pointing towards the door. Its tail is pointing towards the the hallway that you initially came from. So that's that orientation.
Okay. Is it carved into the floor, or is it painted onto the floor?
It appears to be carved into the floor. Maybe. Yeah,
Oh,
it looks like
very important thing.
It looks like it's carved into the floor, but it looks weird to you.
What is up? Because I know the last dungeon we had, the ceilings were like massive, 20 feet high. What's up here?
The ceilings
Not
in
much. How
this
about you?
dungeon are maybe about 15 feet high, or at least in this room. So far,
Is there anything above the scorpion?
does not appear to be anything
Scorpion.
above the scorpion. No. Defeat makes my balls ache. Sometimes. So, are you going to check anything out further in this room? Are you going to check anything? Are you going... so you got right, you got left, and of course you've got straight up here. You
Straight
haven't
ahead.
checked the door at all.
I think
we'll go
we
right. Keep going right.
move right. That's right.
might
We're
as
changing
well
it up.
at least for a little while, right? Unless it like hard forks, then we could maybe double back.
Right.
Okay. All right. So kind of same order, Chuck going forward.
Yeah, I'll pull up the rear.
Yeah.
How long do those mirror images last? Where's that at?
Pretty
Is it
long
saying here?
time.
6 turns.
Yeah. Okay. 6 turns. So
So it's an
an
hour?
hour.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have the mirror images in the back in case something comes up behind us.
All right. So, Chuck heads down the hallway. Again, are you just walking? Like, are you tapping? Are you?
Oh, I'm tapping.
You're tapping now.
10 foot pole,
Okay.
I'm tapping
All
everything.
right.
Have to untap.
Okay, that makes sense. So,
I'm tapping it all.
oh, tapping it. So you're tapping down the hallway. It turns down. It appears that it really goes only about 10 feet and opens into a room that is, from your perspective, looks like it's shaped like a diamond, but it's actually shaped like a square because you're coming at it from the corner. And it looks like it's about 20 by 20. Inside, there's something stacked. It looks like there are stacks of wood, maybe? You're not sure. The room seems to be filled with stacks. Yeah, she's so stacked.
Excellent stacks.
It's about 10 foot before the room.
Oh.
Yeah, there's more hallway. Yeah, at least a triple F. So yeah, it seems that this room is... Yeah, it's got all these stacks of what look to be wood, but not like milled lumber or anything. Just like
Chopped wood.
pieces of wood. I almost like salvage. Until you go into the room, you're not really going to be able to tell. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Stacked wood.
I mean, I'll
Interesting.
tap thoroughly down this hallway, but I'll get to the corner and
Get
peer in.
thoroughly tapped.
Thoroughly tap.
So you tap down the hallway and nothing happens. As you enter the room, you can see that what looks to be dried, blackened wood is kind of stacked unnaturally in several piles about the room. Several large piles, making it kind of difficult to see the full, you can kind of see the walls, but like there's let's see, there's like a stack here. Wait, what did that not? Oh, because it's black, and that's not going to show up on black.
Why can't that show up? I don't understand.
There's like a stack here.
I
There's
kinda
like
like that one.
there's like a stack here. It's kind of like random. There's like these several stacks. You can see the walls of the room, but the room is difficult. Like the stacks are high enough. They're anywhere from like 4 to 7 feet high, and they're kind of unnatural, so they kind of block the complete view of the room. And there's a smoky smell in here.
Yeah, this is all on a suspect. We should definitely look at here. Also, wood. We can use this. God
You should
forbid.
be careful. Wood will burn, and this seems to be a hotter place.
The ceiling look like here?
Inside the room?
Yeah.
Same as before.
Yikes.
However, there are several large scorch marks on the ceiling.
Are there any scorch marks on the floor? Or the walls?
Yes.
Does it look like they've come from burning wood?
Possibly.
Really?
Does it smell like wood smoke in here?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, barbecue?
There's definitely like a smoky wood smell from here. Yeah.
I mean, all the signs are there.
If we take a really, really close look, is any of this wood moldering?
You'd have to go in to really see. You'd have to actually enter the room and kind of examine individual piles. You gonna
So
enter
he's
the
gonna
room?
pull out his multi and scan.
Yeah.
pull out
Scan
his
for
multi-
hashtag. Scan
scan
for
it.
scans.
Scan for scans.
Catch our sci-fi back me game up and away next Friday. Old school Dungeons and Dragons in space.
Friday,
Big old
May
campaign.
1st, by the way.
Oh yeah, neat. So are you guys going to enter the room, and is anyone going to start checking the The piles, the walls. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I
I think
mean,
I'll do a
those
perimeter.
those checks that I did were for this room, so I just
Oh,
found them.
okay, I didn't realize that. See,
you know what?
Cameron always just rolls dice and just assumes that I know because it's in the thing. I'm old school. You have to tell me that you're doing a thing or it doesn't register whatsoever. Like, if you just roll some dice, imagine if we were sitting at a table and you just rolled some dice and didn't say anything.
Well, it gives you
By the way-
the message of what it's for, and it has the sound of you rolling the dice. So I just figured you.
No, yeah, that's true. But if you don't specifically say it, like people roll and put things into chat for all kinds of stuff. Unless I'm specifically cued in for it, I've got 2 versions of the map, notes, 2 chats, a jukebox.
I understand. Okay.
If I took a picture of the way my screen, my 3 screens, my 3 large monitors looked right now, you'd be like, "Oh God."
By the way, because I had walked away.
Yes.
This is for the hallway.
Ah, yes. Okay,
That's
so let
for
me
the-
look. So they're all failures
just for the
anyway.
hallway.
Every single one is a fucking failure.
Everything is a failure.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
But what are everybody? So Chuck is checking the perimeter.
Yeah, I was doing the whole
Sarducci,
outside.
I assume, is also checking the walls because secret doors. What about?
So the black circles are still in there because Sarducci is behind one of the black circles.
Yeah. I just made a play. It's fine. It's all good.
But I'm actually checking the wood to see if it's actually smoldering.
Okay.
I'm starting where I'm standing.
Who are checking wood? That's my question. I know
Who
people are
are
checking
checking
walls,
wood?
but who are checking
No.
wood?
When you get to a certain age, you gotta check your wood.
You do.
almost, like
It is
on a
true.
monthly basis.
It is true.
You know, just to make sure that things happen.
Okay, so Sarducci is checking wood. Is Chris Copperfield checking wood?
So Chris Copperfield is. This is a very natural place so far. I'm not seeing a lot of magic stuff. I'm kind of. He's got a bit of a bored disinterest going on here, and is just ready for any kind of
John,
ambush or nonsense.
So he's just kind of ready. He's waiting. He's like, this is weird. Is he waiting like at the edge of the room? Or is he kind of fully entered
no.
the room?
No, I think that position was pretty accurate actually.
Oh, you think like
I'm
where?
chilling,
So he's kind of halfway.
just chilling in that hallway.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So you're just chilling back in the hallway. So you haven't entered the room yet. Okay, that makes
No.
sense. What about Buster and John? Are they checking wood or are they checking wall?
Buster likes to check the wall. John will check kind of the wall and the wood. But here's a little throwback to Honey Heist. John gets a flashback,
Ha!
and
What?
he remembers that the last catastrophic incident he had, he was searching some wooden boxes in a previous dungeon, and he got bit by spiders, which or something, snakes, something paralyzed him, and almost killed him again. So he reminds everyone to be extremely cautious, especially since there was a scorpion statue at, it seems to be the foyer of the dungeon.
Ah, well, that is quite apropos that John says that. So Cameron, have John go ahead and roll a d6 for surprise.
Oh my god.
Actually, that last fight,
Actually,
did
hold
those
on a second.
beetles actually ever get to attack anything?
Yeah, they didn't they bite somebody? Or maybe they didn't actually. No, they bit John. John got bit, didn't he?
Yeah, John got hurt like 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't get a lot of attacks off,
Okay.
but yeah, they did. They did
I just
one.
don't remember. I don't remember them attacking at all for some
No,
reason.
they definitely attacked. They attacked and missed. And
Something's about to attack and miss again.
surprise.
Surprise.
as John and Sarducci are kind of poking around in the sticks, and as at the moment that John says, "Hey guys, we should probably be careful," a flaming serpent
Ooh.
shoots out of the pile of wood that John is checking, and that serpent clenches its teeth into John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Holy shit, for 12 damage.
God damn.
Ouchie.
That's a lot of damage.
That hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You knew. You knew it was coming.
I did.
The extra
Spidey sense.
damage seemed to be from that this serpent it's kind of got like these flames kind of licking off of it, and it's smoldering. This smoldering dirt snake.
Oh no. Oh no.
Unfortunately, there are a few others, and as that one pops out to attack, a second one pops out, goes for Sarducci, but misses terribly, kind of plops itself on the ground, and one final one, let's see, pops out and attacks Chuck Testa, but does not hit. And
That's what I
Man.
thought.
now
Should have taken
Chuck
snakes
Chuck is up. Let's see.
Nice reference there, Dan.
That would
we-
have been the best thing. Just take snake to sticks. Snakes to sticks.
Snakes. I
You
mean,
determined that you can do that.
how often do you get do you get that?
Right.
Like you'd have to kind
have
of
to
know
know.
almost, yeah. But hey, let's see, does that work? Yeah, that's close enough.
It just looks like fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't look like really anything.
It's fine. Some fire snakes. Chuck Testa, you're up.
Fire snake. I see snake fire. I hit snake fire with stick. Swing stick.
Aw, close.
Ooh, that
Could've
is not a hit. You swing and a miss. Sarducci, you've just been snaked. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna snake it back.
Copperfield isn't in the wood.
Now that's a hit.
That indeed is a hit. And here's your mace +1. Okay. You have you've clearly damaged, if not angered, this fire snake, but not destroyed it. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt II. What will you do?
John is he's looking rough. He's looking rough to say the least.
I imagine.
He
Is he gonna retreat to the hallway
may just very well do that.
with
What
his
kind of,
3 hit points? He's
Yeah,
like, fuck, I gotta get out
uh,
of here. Chris, who has who's got the healing potions? Buster, right?
Sarducci.
Oh,
We
so
had
Ducci's
some,
got
yeah.
some. Yeah,
What
you
kind
do
of-
have healing potions for sure. I know you
what
got
kind
you
of-
bought some. Oh my god, I just spilled water on myself for quite a bit of gold.
Where's the morale check?
Yeah.
Got a drinking problem.
That's retainer morale.
Where
That's
did-
not his own morale.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to roll I guess it's charisma. Though I've pretty godly charisma. It's actually my whole stat. But actually, he's getting
running the fuck
Vietnam
out.
flashbacks, and he's out of there. Whole movement action all the way. Goodbye.
behind the 5 Chris Copperfields.
Yep.
Get out of my way! Out of my way! Well, Chris Copperfield, as John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith runs past him, he can see the flaming snakes that have emerged from these wood piles,
These snakes are on fire.
which are kind of smoldering at this point. Sarducci notes. Sarducci
Alright,
hit
well-
one, didn't kill it, so one of them you know is damaged, but 2 of them are not, because fisticuffs first just begun.
I'm gonna make a 5-foot step. Hey,
Okay.
someone
Nice.
just subscribed to my channel.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Subscribe to Country Fried
Alright.
Minis right here on
Played the
YouTube.
sound in my ears.
That's all right. Yeah, I saw
Uh,
the biscuit come up. That's cool.
I'm gonna fire a magic missile at this one down here at the bottom.
Ah, the one that Chuck failed to hit.
Yeah, let's see if we can deal some damage to it and help Chuck take it out. So magic missile is 3 1d6 plus 1.
Correct.
So I'm gonna roll 3d6 plus 3, and because I can make the shape of these missiles, it's gonna be mongoose shaped.
Ah, perfect. Yes. Yeah.
Another thing,
Oh!
yes. So tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking fire.
Yes. Quite a good shot.
And-
Quite a good shot. Not quite enough to
And
kill
also-
these fucking snakes, but this snake looking pretty rough.
And also,
Excellent.
thank you again to the second person who subscribed to our channel tonight.
Hey, thank you
Let's
so
go.
much for
Thank you very
subscribing.
much.
Like I said, if you
Yeah.
want to watch the true Dungeon Masters, we're not actors. We're not. Where there's no contracts. There's no NDA. I don't have a producer. When you don't have a boss. We're just playing Dungeons and Dragons.
He might not have a boss, but he does have a bong.
What?
I said, you don't have a boss, but you've got a bong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I do
birthday
have a
bong
bong. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I guess I kind of do
Guided.
have a boss because I have a significant other, so you can in a way. I prefer to think of her as my partner, though.
She's your boss.
She's my boss. That's true. Oh wait, did I just?
Did you just?
Wait, what did I
What
just
did you
do?
just do?
I reset the thing so that yeah. Chris Copperfield, yeah, that's right. I got distracted by all the mirth and YouTube happiness. Hey, Mr. Squarepeg, how you doing? So yes, Chris's mongoose-shaped missiles crash into the dirt snake, biting it and doing quite a large bit of damage, but not quite killing it. Buster.
Several weeks ago, Steve couldn't even hear the term dirt snake.
Yeah, shut up. Doing good here. Excellent.
Buster.
Like to hear it. Welcome.
Swinging at some snakes.
All right.
Min damage.
Yeah. Were you? Which one were you swinging at? Were you swinging at this middle one that's right next to you? I'm assuming it's this middle one, right?
Yeah, usually it default to the closest.
Yeah. All right. So now all of them are hurt. This one's hurt a decent amount. This one's hurt a little bit. This one's hurt quite a lot. And it's their turn. This one over here, Sarducci, continues to go against Sarducci, and oh shit! The snake leaps upon Sarducci, wraps
No.
around him. It is
no.
on fire. Sarducci initially receives 8 damage. However,
Damn.
there is a flaming snake now wrapped around your body. So every round, there's going to be flaming snake damage.
Oof.
Let's see. Okay, that was just the first one.
When you are on fire.
Okay. The second one missed Chuck again, of course, because Chuck is like practically impossible to fucking hit. And he's just monster tank. And the third one goes full Buster. And actually misses Buster as well. I was hoping to, say some more crazy stuff. But it's initiative.
When you're on fire and running down the street, people will get out of your way.
It is
It's
true.
That is
Richard
100% true.
One of the greats, Mr. Richard Pryor.
Hey, buddy, you got a light?
I have right now like we have our TV defaults to like its kind of Samsung the Samsung television, which is basically just like Pluto TV or Tubi or something like that. So I just keep it on the National Lampoon station, and it
Let's
like
go.
yeah, and it just
Yeah.
said like every time I turn on my TV, there's something. And the other night it was Harlem Nights, and there I was like, oh, Richard
Oh,
Pryor. I was like,
yeah.
that's awesome. So yeah, it's a pretty good station because it's it plays
Did you-
all the good National
Did you guys
Lampoon, all the
watch-
bad National Lampoon.
Did you guys watch the that Netflix Eddie Murphy special? Like the Eddie Murphy doc?
I didn't. I
Oh,
wasn't
man.
even aware that
It
there
was-
was one.
Oh yeah. Oh god, it's really good.
Is it funny?
Really, really good. It's funny, but it's also like
Informative
life.
about Eddie Murphy's life, if you
Yeah.
care. Okay, that
but
makes
but
sense.
but here's the thing, it's like it's him. Obviously he's in it and he's talking through a lot of it. And he's talking about he talks about a lot of the formative stuff, and he has a couple stories about him and Richard Pryor, and it's like
Cool.
yeah,
I have to check it out.
some good stuff. Yeah. good
Faux
stuff.
show. All right, well that means Buster and Chris Copperfield are up.
I can go second.
I mean, not
to take
Buster,
the
Chuck.
lead?
Sorry, Chuck and Chris Copperfield.
Oh, well, I'm continuing my...
I just got Buster on the mind. Buster makes me feel good.
swordsman.
Chuck Testa smashes with his sword into this snake-eaty snake, and it is dead.
Chuck can roll a 1 and still get 6 hit points of damage.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
dead.
+5 right now.
It's dead. I mean, that's what happened when you get up high levels in in these old school games. You have to work for it, but doesn't it feel nice? Doesn't it feel good knowing that like Chuck Testa had like just like a handful of hit points and like was doing like 1d8 plus whatever damage like back in the day, and now he's just a monster. That feels good.
True.
It feels
I'll
good
kill
to have
him.
your character be so, so shitty, but like they lived, they made it, and now they're a beast. And then they'll die next session.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
It could happen.
Yeah.
So
He's
yes,
such a beast they can make 18 hit points of damage and be like, it was just a flesh wound.
it's fine. It's just a little warm. I got a little burned. It's like second degree. I'm good. Chris
Yeah.
Copperfield, are you gonna take some decisive action?
I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna bonk that snake off of Sarducci.
Okay, this is gonna have to be a careful bonk, but
You know me,
No,
I have
when you're-
to invite
when you're with
disaster.
Yes.
When you're bonking with Sarducci, it's always a careful bonk.
oh crap! I forgot to roll your wildness on that last roll. Don't
You
let
know
me
what?
forget
That's-
for the next one.
That's two. That's two that's owed.
I know. I know.
I'm remembering now from the last episode.
Damn.
That means it's gonna be a real big.
It's gonna be a real big. The next time it
bada boom.
happens, yeah, it's saved up.
Oh, you know what? I've got the I should have drawn a different weapon, but I've got the femur out, so I'm gonna do the bonking.
Okay.
Pachow.
Not a bad pachow.
Not a bad pachow. So you take the femur, you hit the snake without hitting Sarducci, but the snake's like wrapped around him. Now, fortunately, the femur, it's like a bone, so it's all kind of fucked up and shit. You might be able to, at this point, because it's still just barely alive, roll a strength check for me to see if you can rip it off of him.
Oh, I'll rip it off like a dang band-aid.
Oh!
No!
Nope.
You pull back so hard because you're really trying to get that snake off that it just you lose the hook and you kind of flail backwards and unfortunately, even though you damage the snake, it's still attached to Sarducci's now smoldering body. John, you're up.
John is.
Oh yeah, where the hell is John? John running back
Yeah.
is yes. John has what is he doing?
Retreated. He's
Yeah.
retreated.
Is he does he have anything to heal himself or
No, he actually
No.
rummaged through his pack and he didn't have
didn't
anything.
have anything? Oh jeez.
I think John is going to do a couple of things. John is going to attempt to hide in shadows. I gotta find the button
Okay.
for that one.
Fair.
It's gonna assume he's good, especially since there's no light through here.
Yeah.
So he's
Well, actually
definitely.
there is. These beetles, even dead,
even dead.
these beetles are parts of them are glowing.
Okay.
So John actually notices that as he comes back. So he has to kind of avoid it into the shadows, but he notes that even dead, the beetles glow.
John is also just going to hang out here at the intersection where the hallway bends and kind of just like watch the fight from afar and hear noise to see if things are really bad. He needs to step back in, but he definitely does not want to jump immediately back in the fight.
Okay. With his hear noise, he hears the fight down here. However, actually hears something else. From over down this way, since he is in this hallway and he's kind of directly across, somewhere over here, there's another sound. It almost sounds like a faint burping. So just note that. And
Burping, you say?
yeah, just a faint
That's not
burping.
good. That's not-
John
that's-
kind of when he was
that's
listening
not-
closely, he hears the fisticuffs from this room, but because he's actually kind of closer to over here, he hears some kind of a burping over this direction.
Over yonder.
That
Yeah,
is not good
beyond
in the fire
this
dungeon at all.
well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So Sarducci,
All right. So
you have a flaming
plan.
snake wrapped around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Sarducci is going to stop, drop, and roll. But Sarducci's going to do it in a way that he's going to try to either kill the snake or knock the snake off of him. Instead of just like dropping to the ground, Sarducci is going to like leap up into the air and like try to pile drive the snake into the ground. And when he lands, then he's going to try to roll.
Okay.
That is what Sarducci's. He's panicking. He's on fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that's like just a. Do you have an attack on your thing that's just a basic attack that doesn't have anything attached to it? You don't, do you?
Roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll a 20 for me. Yeah.
I just have to roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll a 20. I'll let you know.
Damn.
That's a low number, sir.
I know it's a low number.
He needed a high number.
At least
though.
it wasn't. At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, no shit.
Sarducci, to everyone's surprise, or no one's surprise, maybe, he kind of like flings himself semi-hard to the floor. You actually end up flinging yourself into the corner of the wood pile over here. So the kind of wood kind of goes and embers and shit like scatter. And Sarducci, he finds himself now on the floor with the snake on him. It is still like it's not in great shape. Chris Copperfield did a decent amount of damage on top of what was already on, so it's not in great shape, but it's still just barely alive. But now he's like on this wood pile, and on him its flame has intensified because it's attempting to hurt him. He's going to get the damage from that here at the end of the round, but there's a little bit more flame and the wood is right there.
Right.
So
Bonfire.
So it's maybe not great, and actually this is where they go.
Go.
So actually, the one wrapped around sword, actually that'll be right now that you get that damage. So you get 6 damage from the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. This last one here lunges towards Buster. Doesn't wrap itself around him, but it does hit him. Ooh, Buster got lucky. Only 5 damage.
5 damage. Let's see.
Yes. And it is Buster's turn.
Buster. Did you say it wrapped around me or it just bit?
It just bit you. It did not. It tried to kind of jump up, but it did not. Ooh, pineapple.
Okay, well then I'm definitely attacking it and failing.
Ooh, definitely. So that means it's initiative. Gary, you need to add spicy pineapple or jalapeno pineapple pizza. I don't like regular pineapple pizza, but I love some spicy Hawaiian.
Actually, does
that's
go
actually
good
the second
with the spice.
That's actually the second pineapple that's come up tonight.
That is
Oh,
true.
really?
Wait, was there another pineapple?
I think the first person who rolled a 1D pizza got a pineapple too.
Wait, no, I got a
Oh.
Hawaiian earlier.
Oh wait, they're
well,
separate?
same difference.
Let's look at my list.
Yeah, Hawaiian pizza's gonna have ham on it. Pineapple
Oh,
pizza's just gonna have pineapple on it.
Yeah, see, I don't like
Yeah, I have a
pineapple.
Hawaiian and a pineapple.
I like spicy Hawaiian, so I like a pizza with pineapple, ham, and jalapenos.
Wait, could you just do just pineapple on the pizza and it'd be fine?
Margarita.
No. You cannot. In my opinion, but I guess somebody might.
Yeah.
Maybe. Margarita is also a favorite. All right,
I'm gonna have
Chuck.
to try a pineapple pizza now.
I don't know. I know you're not gonna have ham on yours, but maybe
That's right.
maybe put pineapple and the spice. See, that's what you need to make it good. Is you put the pineapple and the jalapeno. Is there anything that you could put on there besides ham that would give you like maybe a little bit of a
Tofu?
smoky?
Tofu,
Maybe you get some like a smoky
smoked
tofu, like a fake ham tofu you could stick
Something
on
made of
there.
seitan, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hail
The
Satan.
pineapple pizza's already a satanic pizza, so.
Yes. Kale seitan.
Yes. Garrett. Chuck Testa's up.
All right. Well,
Chorizo.
I hear there's some struggles over here.
Kale.
I'm gonna walk over to these other piles and see a snake, and it's not this one right here in the middle isn't wrapped around someone right now.
This one
right?
is not wrapped around somebody. It's currently attacking Buster, and it is the least hurt. It only got like a little bit of damage on it so far.
Just a big overhead swing.
A big overhead swing is going to put a whole lot more damage on that one. It's not quite dead, but it is it's closer to it now. You kind of See, that's what I need. Again, did you guys watch any of that like Wizards of the Coast Dungeon Masters thing? One of the weirdest things
not yet.
about it is they added all these sound effects so that like there's all these things where like somebody will like wave their hand and it'll go like or they'll be like or like but it's like a sound effect like added later, like a Foley sound effect like added later.
Dude,
I don't know if they're trying to like because they had all these links, so I don't know if they're trying to like it's a product, you know, like hey, have these sound effects in your game, but it was really obnoxious. It was like too much.
dude, you move your hand so much that you said, make it sound like slapping meat. You move your hand so much, it would sound like something else.
That's what I'm saying though. There was literally sound effects where like the DM lady, she'd like move her hand, she'd go like this, and there'd be like this, and it sounded like she like slapped meat or something, and it was like, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I froze.
Oh. No. Well, you didn't actually.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Whoa! No.
He's like, I froze. Rip Dan. Oh, well. Jeez. Chris Copperfield is up.
All right.
You know what you could do. You know what you could do. Because it wouldn't kill Sarducci. Also, I think I'm thinking your mirror's probably gone.
Mirror?
Yeah. Wouldn't your
Hello?
mirror image be gone by now? I think.
Am I back?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? It must be their internet.
Cumberland?
'Cause, yeah.
Did Dan go too?
Dan is gone too. Oh shit.
Yay!
There he
Oh.
is.
There he is.
There he is.
I mean,
It completely froze, and then Discord completely froze, and then.
Well,
I
it was
shut
your
it down,
internet,
and-
right? Because Garrett got
No.
too.
Oh, did Garrett
Yeah,
get
I
got
Yeah,
dropped as
it was
well.
your
Oh, so-
internet. It wasn't
Oh,
Discord.
okay.
It was your internet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
yay!
So unprofessional, says. I can't believe this. Just terrible. Thank you, Gonzalo.
What's
We
the
understand.
situation
No.
on Sarducci? How injured is Mr. Sarducci?
I mean,
Sarducci is.
the problem is he's burning. That's the big
Yeah.
problem, is that he is actively burning. This thing
Yeah,
doesn't look like
yeah.
it's gonna let go.
Yeah. Damn it. I really don't want to use another spell slot, but I shall. I shall.
Yeah, I mean, you could, you could swing
could
your
waste
bone
some
at
wa-
him again, but I don't know
You
how.
could always just pour water on me.
Yeah, the bone requires good dice, and this is
Right.
just going to hit.
Yeah, true.
But I am going to risk disaster here, and I'm going to split the shots. I'm going to put 2 on the one that's got Sarducci and 1 on the other.
And remember, this is going to be a we haven't done a roll in a while, so the wild
that's right.
magic is built up a little bit.
Do I need to roll for that, or do you do it?
Yeah, I usually let you do that. Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna. So I'll throw a 1d100 first.
Yeah, 1d100.
All right, I'll give you this.
All right.
It's a 23.
Excellent. Okay. Now go ahead and just make the other roll, because you'll probably need it anyway.
So here we're gonna
where's that?
throw
Wow,
2d6 plus 2 on the one that's on Sarducci for a total of 9, and 1d6 plus 1 on the other one. Pachow. Again, mongoose shit.
Ding, 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 ding.
Steve Spicy Hawaiian Sam Satan. Yes. I
Hawaiian
do
Ham
picture.
Okay. So the spells go off like normal.
Yep.
You
Oh yeah, YouTube is off.
you destroy the snake around Sarducci. It vaporizes, you saving his life. You destroy the snake that is trying to kill Buster and end the encounter. However,
Uh-oh.
there's maybe a weird effect. When you speak, and you'll kind of have to remember this because obviously it's 11 o'clock, so we're close to 11. We're getting to the end of our session here. But when you speak, it's to everyone else, it sounds like complete gibberish. But for the next hour, Chris Copperfield can only speak in the language of magic.
Amazing.
Oh god.
That may have some other repercussions.
That may have some other repercussions as well, yes, absolutely. So for the next hour, for the next 6 turns, anytime Chris Copperfield attempts to communicate vocally, it's going to be the language of magic. And whatever that entails. So just note that, Cameron. Maybe note it on your character sheet or make a little note somewhere. So this is for the next hour. It's for the next 6 turns. Is this Earthsea? Is he going to true name the party to death? Maybe. No, one of the little bits is that one of the little kind of hacks we have is that Chris Copperfield, Cameron's character here, is a wild magic user, which means that anytime he casts a spell, there's a potential chance for wild magic, and we keep forgetting, so it's built up. So I raised the chance this time just by a little bit, but actually the chance is 20%. You got a 23, so you're still you eked under the little plus that I gave it from missing the last 2. I was thinking 5%, 5%, 30%. So that wild magic saved up, and yes, the side effect is that Chris Copperfield is now speaking in the language of magic for the next hour. However, the snakes are dead.
Some tomfuckery.
So, do you guys want to search this room real quick here before?
first thing I'm going to do is continue to fucking roll.
Oh yeah. I guess you would have to do that. Yeah, I mean, eventually, like, actually, once once the snake is gone, it's not you yourself didn't catch too much, so fire goes out. You're okay. John joins the party, still incredibly hurt.
Oh, actually, that's one thing.
Yeah.
So John gets immediately because I see it.
Right.
John gets that.
Oh, thank you.
Just one.
Is that all rolled?
Huh? You didn't.
no,
It didn't
it's
roll
just the spell
anything. You
info,
just
I
you
think.
just put the spell description in chat.
Oh. What do I got?
You were minimally on fire. Yeah, exactly. Yes, like a disadvantage in here is kind of, side effects, a little bit. Sometimes the side effects are weird because it is wild, so it's very wild. It could affect the spell itself. In this case, it didn't. It just created a side effect. But I think there are some effects that could intensify the spell, make the spell less effective, change the effects in a bizarre way. You know, all that wild magic stuff back in the
Like,
day.
It's not /R. It's r/, right?
/R space whatever you're rolling.
Oh, it's
What do you-
I didn't put the space in.
Oh, you're trying to roll dice. Okay. I'm like, what are you doing, Dan?
No, I didn't put the space in. Oh, not bad. Not bad.
Okay. 6 hit points for John.
How bad
Yes.
is John now?
9 of 24.
Below half.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
6.
So then I guess we'll use up. Man, because we're hurting anyway. So I have a full potion of healing that I can give you half of, and see what that does.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, John, have one of these.
I was going to say, you
yeah,
should have...
yes, that's right. Thank you. And Buster pulls out one of his 10 healing potions he's holding.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
that would be
There
a
we go.
thing.
Yeah, just
How much-
drink that whole damn thing.
Yeah, how much is that? It's like 2d4
Let's
plus 2 or
see.
something.
I got a 4 or 5. You got 5 hit points back.
Nice. Well, that suddenly feels a little bit better. By the way, when I was tactically retreating or advancing in the other direction, I heard another noise. The noise is on the it's past the archway on the other side of that large room we just were in. It sounded like a burping sound.
series of burping sounds.
Are the snakes completely gone?
The snakes, no, not totally. There's still a little bit of snake bot. The one that you were fighting is mostly gone because it got hit by magic missiles. But there's remnants of snake.
Okay.
Mostly, what's in this room though are the piles of. Yeah, the snakes are much. At this point, it's hard to tell the snakes apart from the kind of bits of burnt wood on the floor.
Are the piles easy enough to knock over and knock through? Or are they
Yeah,
big
they're
logs?
kind of, like I said, they're stacked not neatly but kind of oddly, and so
Okay.
you can kind of if you take one and kind of pull it or push it, you can kind of are you
Yeah.
going to try to
Yeah.
start to
Yeah, I want to take a couple of these apart and see if there's anything in there.
Okay. All right. Sarducci starts to search the piles. Is anybody else gonna search piles or do anything like that?
I'll help with the piles. I'll probably lazily swipe at these piles with. Do I actually have an extra hand axe on me?
You have an extending pole.
I do have an extra hand axe on me somehow.
Oh,
You probably also have an extra hand. If you
And
had
an
that's
extra
that
hand.
true. That's true. You didn't figure out if you bronzed that extra arm or not. Wait, didn't you pickle it? I'm using BX Companion Rules by Jonathan Becker, 2009. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with BX Companion. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of an expansion of that. Steve Marsh has who would probably have been the author of the companion set had it continued to go on that line, has a companion kind of set of rules too. So he's like an actual old TSR guy on Facebook. If you're friends, so because a lot of times they consider, like I'm in a group and they consider it Mulvey, Cook, Marsh. Anyway, you start to dig through the piles, and Sarducci notices something. At the center of one of the piles is something shiny.
He's on fire again. Okay.
He's on fire!
Stop that right now.
What is the shiny?
You move a couple of pieces of wood out of the way, and it looks like there is in the center of this pile there is a brass brazier.
Double D?
Interesting.
Oh yeah, big old titty.
A brass brazier, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can tell you that Sarducci cannot wear that kind of armor.
It's not armor.
It's a torch.
It's
but
like
big and metal.
it's like a metal torch thing.
Oh,
Brazier.
Brazier. Brazier. Brazier. It's a brazier, man.
a
I
brazier.
choose the Princess Leia outfit.
I was like, wait a minute.
Nathan said,
I thought there was
another
some
Nate
kind of
says,
chest armor.
Brazier has a soft Z. Oh, I know something else that's got a soft C too. Oh yeah. Anyway, yes, a brazier. Yes,
after looking at that brazier.
It's my
Okay.
it's a little bit of an Appalachian accent coming in through there. Anyway, as Chuck searches a pile, he thinks he sees one as well.
So I pick it up.
It's brass. And warm, actually. Picking it up, you actually, when you go to pick it up, you go.
Yeah.
Even kind of if you have gloves, even through your gloves, it's kind of like, oh, it's a little bit hot. You might have to kind of roll it out into the middle, and cool it off a little bit. Yeah, it's under the wood. It
Where
seems
them
like,
damn snakes came from.
yeah, where the snakes came from.
The snake spawner.
Minecraft style?
If you search around a little bit more, you find that that there is a third in a pile. So it seems like there are 3 total of these brass braziers, but they're
Does this
quite
mean
hot.
that we have snake guns? We could fire flaming snakes at people.
I didn't say that. Jeez, what do you take me for?
Okay, I'm going to put 3 on my character sheet, but I'm not going to carry all 3. I'm just going to put 3 on my character sheet.
Okay.
And
So
I'm going
Sarducci will
to
take
make it-
1, Chuck will take 1. Who'll take the third?
They're brass. They're brass braziers.
Brass monkey.
Correct.
That funky.
Oh, that's gonna look real nice in our dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah, Buster's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Thinking about some interior decorating.
That funky.
Will it fit in my unlimited sack, or is it something I'll have to carry manually?
Yeah, I think it's probably just small enough you could probably just squeeze it into your unlimited sack.
Is it gonna burn anything in the unlimited sack though?
Once you've you've picked it up and you have it, and as you kind of gotten it away from the wood and the snakes, it kind of cools down. It doesn't continue to be hot. So, in fact, if you wanted to put all 3 in the in Buster's unlimited sack, TM Dicks in the Dark.
Yeah, I almost called it the wrong name there for a second.
Yeah.
Glad I caught
You
myself.
never say that. What is
Buster should never burn
what is a
his
bag of holding?
unlimited sack.
Yeah, what is that anyway? So you do that, and having cleared this room, I believe, guys, that we're probably about the end of the session tonight, because it is 11 o'clock and Dungeon Dan's got to get up and work in the morning and do all that stuff. Wait, you don't?
No.
Oh, wait, you don't,
Tomorrow's-
because it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday.
I have to work. I have to work tomorrow, but I don't.
You do
go
have to
until
work.
Like 5.
I mean, I do
5
have
or
to
5
work tomorrow, but
I don't have to go into like 5 or 5:30 or something.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah, your second job.
Tomorrow is second job, and hopefully they don't put me on. Oh God, I didn't tell you that they put me on the register last weekend, did they?
Oh my goodness
I?
gracious.
Oh my
Dan
God.
on the
I was
register.
I was on the register for like 2.5 hours, and here's the thing about this. I don't like being on the register because I don't like people all that much. But 2, right?
same.
They don't generally put me on the register because
Flip it over
I don't do it very
here
often.
to This one.
But I am a magnet. Right?
For weird.
I am the magnet for the most complex transactions
Oh yeah.
ever. Every time if there's a complex transaction and I'm up front, I'm gonna fucking get it. It's the way it works.
I gotta let my hair down.
It's the way it works.
Ugh. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Woo! All right, guys. Well,
Hopefully you don't have to do that again, Dan.
I hope not.
But-
yeah.
Yes.
Well, guys.
I have a movie to watch.
Oh,
Thank you all
Cameron.
for the
He's got to watch some K-pop Demon Hunters. Garrett, what are
Yes.
you doing?
Going to bed.
Going to bed. Sounds good. Country Fried
Yep.
Minis, Cameron. What are you doing? Hanging out in Discord?
I'm gonna probably hang out in Discord. Premiere tomorrow, noon PST. New video coming out.
Definitely. Go over
Let's
Country
go.
Fried Minis, subscribe, check out this video. It has been a long time coming. I'm so excited to see it. Some friends from the chat are also going to be in there. People from the Country Fried Discord. So big show tomorrow. Can't wait to see that. Awesome.
really big show.
Dungeon
And
Dan, what are
thanks
you
to
doing?
everybody. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna take this dog out, and then I'm gonna wind down so I can go to sleep.
Nice.
But thanks to everybody who was here tonight. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to us and to Country Fried Minis.
Hell yeah.
Tonight.
Hell yeah.
We had some subs tonight, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really awesome, guys. Thank you.
And if you're here and you haven't subbed, or in the future or right now, think about it. Yeah, it's good. Both channels, good stuff. Lots of
Yeah.
things that are Dungeons,
Stuff and
Dragons,
things.
and gaming related, and painting, and all kinds of miniatures and stuff. Over there, he's doing all kinds of Blender things, and it's pretty neat. So yeah, good things. Well, final words, guys.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Yeah, it sounds good. All right, we've been the Dicks in
Yeah.
the Bark. Goodbye.
Later, guys.
Later.
We've been the big in the bark.
The Big in the Bark.
In a jungle dark and deep, your hides are ruined sight.
Just like that.
A tower temple
Just
and
like
a
that.
key.
Just
And
like
But
that.
what lies within,
It's time to
and
go.
what
It's
lays
fine.
beneath,
It's all good.
monsters,
No
treasures,
problems.
traps, and more. is
No
what
problem.